All right, let's talk about a secret in DIY solar that sounds, well, totally backwards. We're going to break down how spending a little more on your batteries can actually save you thousands of dollars on your whole project. I know it sounds weird, but stick with me.
So let's paint a picture. You're starting out with solar, maybe for a cabin or an RV, and the natural first thought for almost everyone is a 12-volt system. They seem easy, right? They're common. But as your plans get bigger, the sneaky, hidden cost starts to creep in. And trust me, it can be a real budget killer.
I mean, seriously, if you've already started pricing out parts for that dream off-grid setup, you've probably had that moment of sticker shock when you look at heavy gauge copper wire. The price is, wow, it's way higher than you'd think. And here's the thing, that crazy high price isn't a mistake. For a large 12-volt system, you absolutely need those super thick, super expensive copper wires to handle the electrical load safely. But why? What's going on? Well, it all comes down to some pretty simple physics. To make this all make sense, we're going to use an analogy that I promise everyone can understand. Just think about water flowing through pipes. It's the perfect way to visualize the electrical concepts we're about to get into. First up, let's talk about voltage. The absolute easiest way to think about voltage is just to call it electrical pressure. That's it. Kind of like the water pressure in a garden hose. The higher the voltage, the more force, the more oomph is pushing that electricity through the wires. Okay, so if voltage is the pressure, the other side of that coin is amperage, or what we call amps. You can think of amps as the flow rate. It's how much water is actually moving through that pipe. If you want more flow, you need a wider pipe. Simple as that. Now, this is where it all clicks. A 12-volt system, that's like having really low water pressure. To get enough power, you need a massive, super wide pipe, a really high flow rate. But a 48-volt system, that's like a pressure washer. It's got incredibly high pressure, so you can deliver the exact same amount of power through a much, much narrower pipe. And that right there is the whole secret. So how does this whole pressure and pipes thing translate into a real-world advantage for you? Let's take a classic DIY project, a small off-grid cabin. The owner just wants to run some lights, a small fridge, maybe charge a laptop. It's the perfect case study to see the 48-volt advantage in action. And remember, the goal here, whether you go with 12 volts or 48 volts, is exactly the same. You need to deliver the power, which we measure in watts, to run all your stuff. The systems just get to that goal in two very different ways. This high-voltage strategy is an absolute game-changer for bigger systems, like a whole house setup, a big RV, or one of those cool schoolie conversions. But even for our small cabin project, the power demand is consistent enough that a 12-volt system just becomes inefficient and, you guessed it, surprisingly expensive really fast. Okay, enough with the analogies. Let's connect this physics concept directly to your wallet and see exactly how it's going to save you some serious cash. Let's throw some actual numbers at our cabin project. To get, say, 1,200 watts of power from a 12-volt system, you've got to push a whopping 100 amps through your wires. That means you need some seriously beefy, heavy-duty cables. But to get that same 1,200 watts from a 48-volt system, you only need 25 amps. That is a four-fold decrease in the current. And that huge reduction in amperage means one beautiful thing. You can use much thinner and therefore dramatically cheaper copper wires. This is the single biggest factor in where all the cost savings come from. It's huge. And the savings don't stop with the wire. Other parts, like your solar charge controller, are rated by the amperage they can handle. So since a 48-volt system has much lower amps, you can use a smaller, less expensive controller. Now, one really important thing to mention. With higher voltage comes a different level of respect for safety. You absolutely must use properly rated fuses and breakers, make sure every connection is meticulously insulated, and always use a multimeter to be sure a circuit is dead before you work on it. Higher voltage is no joke. So when you add it all up, the wiring, the charge controller, all the other components, you are literally looking at thousands of dollars in potential savings, even on a pretty moderately sized system like our cabin. For any DIY builder, that is a massive game changer for the budget. Look, at the end of the day, it's your system, your choice. But making an informed choice is what matters. So before you commit, just run through a quick planning checklist. 1. Calculate your total daily power needs. 2. Size your battery bank to cover that, plus some extra for cloudy days. And 3. Do the math. Does the high cost of the 12-volt wiring outweigh the cost of a 48-volt battery setup? And no matter which way you go, plan for the long haul with a simple maintenance routine. Just check your connections and clean your terminals every few months. It makes a huge difference.
So let's just recap the one crucial takeaway here. It's a really simple, logical chain, starting with higher voltage, leads to lower amps. That lower amperage allows for thinner wires, which results in big savings. It's really that straightforward.
And that leaves us with one final thought. Before you click buy on that shopping cart full of thick, super expensive 12-volt cable, just pause for a second and ask yourself, have you really calculated the true cost of amperage? It might be the most important calculation you make for your entire system, not just for your wallet, but for its efficiency and its safety.